answered on both sides. When I asked him about the men, he answered. When I asked him about the women, he answered. What do you guys think about this overarching sentiment? Like, do you have to have a level of experience to speak as an authority? You know,
and going to prison, no. And I hate that, bro.
But why though? Because it's something you can't quite research the same. Like you can't go, like you can go watch a football game. You can be very close to a basketball game, but being locked up 60 days in don't do it justice.
Well, I understand that. Hold on, man. So this is the problem, though, Hamp. Like you said, it's such a very, very small number to where it's it doesn't even matter. So to say that I can't speak on something because it's so niche, and then on top of it, it's something that you did to put yourself there, and it's nothing to brag about. It's like, bro, you get locked up, bend over, spread your cheeks, lift your sack, cough. He said it. He said this now. Niggas be getting raped. Niggas be getting extorted. Niggas be getting all this other shit. Bro, he just said, he's told us the basic. He ain't tell me nothing new I ain't never heard about prison. So he disproved his own point, Hamp. I don't need to go to know, nigga. Oz, fucking Fleece Johnson, any fucking prison movie, motherfucker pretty much tells you. And then even better now, Hamp, they're prison tubers. It's niggas that in prison tubers do some of the best on YouTube. They get out of jail, make a YouTube channel, and tell nothing but jail stories. So no, I don't have to be there. I don't have to go there. I can take his word for it because he said here in real time, niggas is getting raped. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, y'all was mad because I said 87%. Hamp, you was out last week. So Hamp, you know, last week there was a trans gentleman that did a story where he said 87% of niggas in prison is going. They doing the bending. 87%, Hamp. He said if a man do over 5 years, and because he was a transitioner, right? A transitional transmissioner, he said he had it locked down.
Yo, I never seen that shit. Not one day. Niggas was not acting like that, nigga. Niggas don't be doing that shit. Even when Truth said it, I was taken aback. I'm like, no, niggas don't do that shit. 87%, nigga, you'll get.
Hamp, hold on, Hamp. Y'all niggas love saying this, Hamp. We're talking about niggas that's fucking niggas. Pause. Okay. A motherfucker that look like me and you in the face. They just whatever. Right? Somehow, some way.
I'm just saying, man. Go ahead. My bad.
Early stage transformer comes into the picture. So if niggas is breaking down, having said, fuck it, I gotta have something, you know, on some Fleece Johnson shit. What the hell you think they gonna happen when a nigga with titties show up, Hamp? They gonna fold. You niggas is folding, bro.
All right, hold on. FOE, what you think, bro?
Nah, bro. I did a little stint, man. It was only 2 years, bro. But nigga, I ain't seen none of that. You came in there like that, and ain't nobody turning no niggas out. Ain't nobody really thinking on that type of time for real, bro. If you come in there like that, and that shit happened to you, you was already on the outside thinking that way before that. So you just a bi-curious ass, locked up ass nigga at this point. But before, but niggas just in there like come here, nigga, like all that type of shit. They gotta be a word. I can explain. I don't even know how the niggas.
FOE, brother, I'm agreeing with you. And listen, that's exactly what the Decepticon said. He said, hey, listen, you don't just come into this shit. You really had the question, but now you ain't got no choice. You can't fight them urges outside them walls. A nigga can get pussy, even he fighting the urges. He can quench his thirst with the pussy. But you take that pussy away, and the nigga always been, looking around the corner and looking, you know what I'm saying, looking at niggas, whatever. Now he ain't got no choice. And then FOE, another thing, he said 5 years or more. He said 5 years, bro. It's out of there. That 80 after that 5 year mark, that's when the 87% hit.
I know, but you know what we doing though, Mr. Fantastic? The reason why I gotta push back at it is because now we help the ladies justify it when they say it to us about 50% of niggas being gay.
No, they're prison niggas.
But see, they're not gonna. Just really quick.
Play the numbers. Hold on.
No. I understand that. But oftentimes people operate in hyperbole. So if we're saying that men fold after 5 years, and they had these urges outside, What if you put a 100,000 niggas in prison or a million niggas in prison? I'm just telling us. I'm just saying. Listen to what the arguments that we have to fight, right? And when we make this argument, are we justifying that argument? That's all I'm saying.
No, and this is when you educate people. This is when you give them a fucking lesson. If you have something where there's less than 1% of men, okay, less than 1% of men, all right, that's involved. 87% of those men is still a very, very small number. Okay?
It is 100%.
Oh no, and then on top of it, like you said, that archetype. A lot of those niggas, you know, delve in those things. The dude went viral last year, the Chicago nigga. You know what I'm saying? Got caught up.
I'm not disagreeing. I understand it's a nominal number, right? To be 100% fair. However, look at what we're articulating. We're saying that they're having these urges, but they have access to women so they can subdue them. The instance in which they don't have access to women, they become homosexual. And women are alluding to that a lot of black men are on a down low, but because it's not socially acceptable for us to do it, we don't do it. What I'm saying is, could they use this argument in tandem with that argument? You see what I'm saying?
You're right, and I say, hey, baby, give me that pussy and let me show you. That's all. That's my direct response.
No, but the problem is with what you're saying, DJ Hampton, is it's a theory. It's no factual into if this happened, this will happen, right? But I do want to kind of go back to the point. I don't forgot. Never mind. I'll take it back.
No. In theory, right? But the thing is, when they make this hypothesis, it sounds it's sound, right? And I'm just saying that we're helping the argument. That's all.
So let me ask you what you think about that, because Truth was saying that it's the system on why.
What's up, Mr. Galt? What's going on?
These people are locked up. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you good. I was just saying what's up to Mr. Galt. Yeah. Go ahead, my bad. What's up, Truth?
So do you think it's the system, or you think it's their actions?
Being subject to the system, you'd be surprised how much the stereotypes are at play. You know, you'll be surprised how you looked at and how you could be treated just because of what they assume that you are. Right. So I think that conduct, like whatever got me in trouble, I did everything necessary to get in trouble 100%. Right. But there's several stereotypes that you experience while going through the process, picking a jury and etc. that you're like, OK, being black does play a part. But no question, I could have avoided it with avoiding the things I did. You see what I'm saying, E? Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair. So I do think that the system is corrupt. I'm not going to argue that point. But since I knew that the system was corrupt, you know what I did? I stayed away from the system.
Stay away from it, yeah.
I said, hey, check this out. If I break these laws, I got educated with what laws it was. And then when I hear people talk about drugs, I get that the system is changing now. But we knew that if you decided to go sell those drugs, you was going to jail. Well, it was a high probability. And now that you can have that mindset to be like, I knew that I was breaking the law and it's the system why I got locked up. I just can't agree with that mindset when you knew you was doing wrong.
Yeah, no, 100%. And you know what we do in our heads, E. The same process with doing crime is the same process with fucking with a woman you know you shouldn't. You come up with every justifiable reason in your head to do it. You know what I mean?
But this DJ Harris, if it was against the law for me to mess with some other woman, I wouldn't do it. I don't break the law. I get that some people are just rule breakers, but if it's against the law and I know I don't want to go to a biased system, don't it make a rational decision that I just don't break the law?
Yeah, but you know the other irrational thing that men have because of our bravado, they ain't gonna get me. It ain't gonna be me. That's him. He dumb. He kept his phone on him. You know what I mean? All types of shit that niggas say to themselves to make them believe that they're a superhero. But it all comes falling down. You know.
Is it the same narrative for the falsely prosecuted man that's locked up?
Who's it?
You said what now?
For a falsely prosecuted man that's locked up right now, can he have the same sentiment?
As far as what though? As far as the corruption of the system? Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. Like I said, false. But that we gotta, and that's now you get into the slippery slope. Okay, how many men do you feel like are? Well, not feel. I want to say feel. Well, speculate, right? How many men do you really honestly speculate are falsely prosecuted and or locked up? What's the percentage in your head?
30%.
30%. So 3 out of
think
every
so.
10, you think that's high as fuck, Ham.
Yeah, I think so. Like
So
for
3
instance,
out of every 10, and this we talking about black men exclusively, right?
yeah, and the reason I say that, Mr. Fantastic, is because the plea bargain system is so alluring, right? It's hard to go through a trial when they say you can get 5 to 20 years, or I'll plea you out for 18 months, right? And then the cost to go to a trial and pick a jury, that whole process is scary as hell. The court is speaking in Latin half the time. You're like, why the fuck is it called Wadir? You know what I'm saying? When you picking the jury, so you get intimidated, and then they say, "Hey, I'll give you this, this, and this." You're like, "Okay, I can do that," as opposed to risking 20. You know, so like for instance, I entered a plea. It was called an Alfred plea because all of the facts of the case couldn't be proven. However, you do concede that there are a few that you may have been guilty of. You see what I'm saying? So it's like one of those things. So it's just so much that goes into it that when you experience it, you can see, some of the sentiments that are shared. That's all.
Well, and this is, I think this goes back to Eda Man's point. This is why you stay out the game. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna play that way, now somebody that's what I'm saying is pieces to it, right? Hey, bro, if you're out here in the street doing whatever you're doing or involved in criminality unjustly, like you said, the situation you gave Hamp to where, hey, buddy had to get it back in blood for his mom's or your kid or family member. Hey, I'm all for that, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for that. I understand that. But outside of that, where it's some something that you don't have to do and you choose to do it, you put yourself in a situation, man. So it's gonna be hard for me to have sympathy for you.
I agree with you.
You nigga walking down the street and you fit the description. Now you facing life in prison, and it's like, hold on, nigga, it's not me. Well, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like I didn't do this shit. Fuck it. However much it take me to go to trial or whatever, I'm fighting. I'm never taking no plea deal for some shit I didn't do. You know what I'm saying? But then, like you say, that is rolling the dice. You feel me? On getting them big years. So
and again, when you're thinking of it, Mr. Fantastic, right? Like they say, there's no atheist in a foxhole. Everybody praying in that motherfucker. And oftentimes they say Mike Tyson said every time I got a plan until they get hit. When they throw that number at you and they say Mr. Fantastic versus the state of Florida, because they don't say versus the person like you see on the courts, the little $5,000 court, Judge Joe Brown and shit. No, it's you versus the state. That shit is the craziest sounding thing you could ever hear. So it's just so much that goes into it, and you get intimidated, and you say 2 as opposed to 20.
Yeah, but and Mr. Fantastic, I think it all depends.
Yeah, after you go, I'm gonna get Ruthless in because I know Ruthless got something good to say on this too. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it all depends too, because I know people who got probation. They took the plea and they didn't do anything that was said. But that's like, you telling me I already stay out of trouble. I just need to stay out of trouble for the next 6 months. So it all depends on how good the plea is too that people will take.
Yeah. Yep. 100%. We do a whole show on this, but Ruthless, what's popping?
What's up to the panel?
How are you?
I have a little. I think we are being a little too harsh on. I wouldn't say harsh, but I think we are overlooking the fact that the courts do have a part in this array of criminals being locked up. Now, I do agree with him. 30% is fairly close, maybe a little bit more, right? That are prosecutors police putting cases on people just because they're there? Yes. Are they going in there giving new cases to inmates inside? Yes, right? So the system is very corrupt, right? The prosecution is very, I would say, predatory, right? They prey on a poor class of people. So are we being over policed? In some aspect, yes. Even though it's a high crime, I do agree. But at the same time, there are tactics that the police force, the government use that are somewhat kind of scope everybody in one bowl, even though it might be only 2 or 3 dudes. But I didn't scope everybody in one bowl and say, okay, y'all figures out. And then when you get to the plea, right, the plea bargain is the ultimate. Because why? Poor people can't afford top paid lawyers, so you're getting a public pretender, and they go say, "Oh, you want to go? You see this trash we gave you? You want to take us all the way?" You lose because nobody knows what the jury's going to do. It's a flip coin. You take this 25, you get 25 life. You lose. Oh, we're gonna give you this little 18 months of probation, and you out. So it is highly stressed. I don't. Now, as far as dudes getting raped and all that, man, it's not at the rate, the 87%. Now, maybe when you get up to level 4s, where dudes is got 12 life sentences like that, it might be that high. But when
level 5,
lower levels where everybody's going home all the time, right? It's not really volatile like that. Nobody's coming in pretty much in prison getting raped. All right. When you walk in, you got everybody assigned to a car. That's number one, right? If you're from here, okay, and then you automatically get protected because you're black, and then you get assigned to who you. So if I'm from Pasadena, I got homies from Pasadena, et cetera, Los Angeles. Well, then that's my car. You know what I'm saying? And then we all politic Compton, Long Beach together, right? So it ain't. So Nick can't come in and just take some show. I'm gonna grape you, because then now he's gonna suffer consequences from the car. There are rules in prison that are implied and they are executed if you fall out of line. So ain't niggas ain't just walk around just taking shit, because then this little nigga homies might be some hell of a niggas, and they like, oh, they might have a lot of power in the car. Now they're gonna get taken out. So that's a policy that every man's in there getting great.
Yeah.
And 87% dudes doing that. First of all, you gotta understand it's a pissing contest. If you go after some of that, man, you finna lose a lot of respect. And now you go in there, your voice get a little too loud, and then niggas know that you mess with these gumps. You finna get sent up top. You better be quiet all the time and have no voice on anything, or you out of there, because niggas already don't like niggas looking at you funny, because and they ain't gonna too much just come and just send you up just because they like the numbers. We're always in a war situation with the Hispanics, et cetera, right? So they ain't too much going to just pack you out. But if you get your voice going a level too high, it's sending you. So 87% is a very high number. I would say not, because it's too much to lose as far as the respect as a man, as a rider, as a soldier in there, because it's a testosterone contest, and we up in there like, what? You touch me, I'm gonna bust your shit, or I'm gonna stab you. So we want that.
Hey, all I'm saying is the nigga that been to prison and said non-prison niggas need to shut the fuck up said they was graping in there.
That nigga was
like I said, he was a little bit over. He over conflated that, because I got 13 years invested in, and I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. I'm talking about from level 4 to level 1, right? From feds to state, LA County. I can keep giving you the whole list, so I know how it goes in there. There are alignments. Homies aligned in prison, because we're in a war zone, number 1, off the top, with other races, off the top. So ain't nobody just coming and get great, right? You going in, or niggas couldn't protect you. Now the ones who are having that, those are a little too friendly. Certain dudes, they might get in a situation where they're doing too much, but that's like 1 out of like 1,000. That don't happen often. So that's like every day, and I'll land it.
Matreon with the 20 ball says, how many crimes are actually solved? That is why the stat is misleading about crime. Salute, Matreon. Appreciate you. Good shit on the panel yesterday, too. Burgers and Fries Nation. Transgenders got...
Yeah, that's wild, man.
The fuck?
I know you got a hey, throw him out. Put that nigga in the bathroom out the chat, man. Time him out.
Bro, why you did that?
That's crazy.
Mitt, what's popping, Mitt? With the $10 says, I worked as a CO for 6 years, and about 65 to 70% of men did some type of homosexual activities that I have. The term is called situational homosexuality. Mitt is fucking lying.
What, man? Hold on. So how is everybody? See, this is why I can't focus on prison niggas, man. I can't do it. How's everybody lying?
My brother is
You just grabbing one prison, bro. You really
my brother is a CO too, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy.
I can't wait to hear. How long your brother been a CO?
I'm trying to call him now.
Crazy.
I can't wait for this answer.
Hold on. Let me see if he pick up. You know, they work like slaves too.
Y'all must protect the prison niggas. No, nigga. Hold his L.
He didn't pick up. He'll call me back. Joe Biden with the 10 ounces. Ham. I spent 3 hours, had a hard time in lockup for suspended license, and they tried to pin a failure to signal charge on me, but I fought it. I held it down 10 toes, and ain't nobody taking my booty. Nope. Pause. God damn. Oh my way to 10 ounces. Ham. I play Tecmo Bowl in Madden, so I know you can't stop me coming across the middle. Fantastic. I'm going to post you up because I'm that shit in 2K. Aaron with the $5 says, I seen my courthouse on Law and Order the other night. Shit brought back nightmares. Now I'm an introvert. Fellas, learn your laws and stay out the way. Hey, yo, with the $5. What's poppin'? Hey, yo, I ain't seen you in a minute. Hope all is well. But the $5 is, if a man gets falsely accused and convicted of a crime he's actually committed in the past, is that man still innocent? You saying like for a crime he didn't commit, but he committed previously that he didn't get locked up for?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, he did some shit he didn't do, but he eventually got caught or whatever. He's actually done it in life. Is he innocent? Yeah, he's innocent because it's a false charge. It's a false charge what they're trying to get him on.
Yeah, he's being prosecuted for what they caught him for. Yeah,
exactly. A legend.
Yeah. E the man with the $5. What's poppin'? He says, how many guys on the panel went to prison was wrongfully convicted? He ain't shit. Aaron with the $2. Different prisons play different rules.
Thank you. I'm not saying all prisons.
Yeah,
I'm not saying.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, yeah, niggas immediately. Y'all don't jump to the regular niggas' defense like this. All of them gay. 50%.
Nah.
You say 87% of prison niggas gay, and everybody like,
we broke down that shit before, but that shit sounds crazy, man. I'm just saying, bro. We playing into them hands, man. If sis,
you know
it's
what,
fantastic. If sis hear this, you know
what? You know what, Hamp? I don't care because it's prison niggas. Deal with it. You signed up for it, nigga. It came with the package.
All right, let me make.
You don't got the package.
All right, man. Somebody mute this fantastic mic. Mr. Galt, what's popping?